Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let me make sure this is on. I think it is. A little bit of new technology, and I moved, so it's a mess. I'm slowly getting it put up, so bear with me. It's been a lot. I got kids and me, and so you find out you have a lot of stuff. And honestly, it's like a weight. I don't like stuff. I'm like that. So I'm halfway tempted to get rid of it, but welcome. It's me, Juniper Bloom Mystique. I am an ascension master healer, and divine guide. I'm not your regular star seed light worker. My stories are a little bit different, a little bit off the wall. And so bear with that, but I am the one who brought about the ascension. What does that mean? Well, I started in 2019 with the Kundalini Awakening, long story short. And then that took my journey to a whole different place. I had to move, like all these things happened. And then it was like this nice, beautiful, painful, drawn out process where everything was specifically tuned in time and place. Hi, Sherry. And had a date specifics, like everything happened for a reason when it happened, through me and to me. So it was part of my awakening as I was processing it. And it included activating pyramids, raising Atlantis, freeing Jesus's soul first, then uniting the twin souls, which was the return of Christ. Okay. And so that's been my entire journey in a nutshell, but there was much, much, much more. It was a constant movement for me. So there was many, many, many things I did. That is just most of them in a little bit. I did things to the moon, to the sun. I continually do things to the sun, including like take big chunks and like shove it into the earth in my meditations and stuff. So it's been pretty interesting. All of it's been recorded and witnessed and is here for you all to see. Long introduction. But I feel it necessary because some of the things I talk about are a little strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. So if I don't give the introduction, it doesn't help, right? So there it is. Welcome. And what up to those who hear that 1,000 times over. Thank you for being you. Good morning, Sherry. It is Sunday morning. I've had a really weird morning. Very weird morning, to say the least. I believe I received a download of who my DM is. Okay. And I know him a little, maybe, if it's accurate. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not going to say who it is because that's not my place. You too, huh? I know him. Really strange morning. Yes. If this is accurate, it is somebody who popped in before, I've talked to before. They just told me they weren't them, and I believed them. So it didn't, if this is the case, go the way it was supposed to go. So it's just been a lot to process. So that's been my morning. I'm a little bummed about that. I'm like, that could have been a total different way. So that hit me like a ton of bricks today. And I saw something last night too about, surprise. And Spirit actually told me like a week ago it was going to be a surprise, possibly. And I was just like, oh gosh, what does that mean? Surprises are fun, but sometimes they're like, what? And so that's been my morning. So I may in fact know now who my DM is, my new DM. And I've got to say, I came into a space where it made me sad a little bit, right? Like I got sad a little bit because I'm like, what a missed opportunity. That could have gone a total different way. But it is what it is, But I also got scared because I'm like, why am I getting the download? Here we are again. I got downloads in my first DM. For some of you don't know, my job was to unite all the twin flames, right? And in that, we had a mishap on the ascension journey. People don't know that usually either. And it got thwarted. We almost didn't make it through the ascension. But in the end, I was able to make it, but my DM died. Okay, so I got a new DM. So I knew who my original DM was. I don't know who my new DM is, but I might now. And no matter who this person is, I would absolutely love them, right? I'm just wondering why I got it in a download. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Sherry, rather than straight from him. So that's a little concerning. So I don't know what that means necessarily. Maybe I got it from my DM. So I had that feeling a couple times, 222, when I said that. I had a feeling for a second that my DM is the one who sent it to me. Maybe that's how he wanted me to know. There is a such thing as telepathy. We have it pretty strong at times. And so, we'll just have to see. But welcome. I want to talk a little bit today about what's going on in the energy. I do have some blood red sage burning just to cleanse the space, to bring peace and love and harmony. And I also have my crown chakra bowl because downloads are going around. Okay. It just is. There's a lot of incoming energies and frequencies, and it's much better to have certain chakras open to receive them. Okay. And that's that. So, quantum levels rising. What does that mean? Well, I also, if somebody, Holly comes, she donated so far. So I just want to let that be known. I'm kind of keeping my eye out for her. Quantum levels rising truly is talking about, the way that I see it is within the structure of the system, or the energy structure that we've been living in. There's layers, okay? And when I activated the pyramids and things, it was always about quantum physics. And I've talked about that before. The earth is actually both round and flat. That's why people can read both of those energies. It's true. The way they show me is like one of those gyrospheres with the flat thing inside, that no matter which way you turn the ball, it stays flat like that. That's Earth, okay? And so I don't know why that's coming out, but it did. And that has everything to do with it. Okay, it's quantum physics. It's quantum levels rising. And so in essence, 222 again, it's showing me some of those layers are rising within the quantum field. Okay? What this also means though is that there is like no time left for some, right? Like those who haven't been raising their vibration and healing and doing those things, it's like solidifying each layer we rise. Okay. And so it just has to be known. That's the reality of it. And this all makes sense to me because everything's related, right? We talk about this within the quantum field. When you think about geographical or geometrical shapes, right? Like Metatron, they always associate them with that angel and things, and others. But the geographic shape, the flower of life, right? It's all about that, and this all makes sense to me. And so that's the way I see it in my mind's eye. That's the way I see it within the makeup of the earth and the new energy in which I've created and brought us into. All right, and there, as I'm saying, rising. Some of these layers within the quantum field are connecting around the planet right now. They're creating new grids that have been created already within the energetic field, right? Like I've already done the work, but they're actually forming in real time. It's true. And I feel like we're going to feel it's almost like electrical impulses, like when your brain sends signals and it's going through like this quantum field. Okay. And so as that's rising, it's being created, and then other things are falling. Okay. But that also includes people's, and I saw, it's funny too, because I saw this thing this morning from like Dolores Cannon or something about how the Bible does talk, because I don't read the Bible. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I'm completely connected with who I am, but never really read the Bible. Right. But she talks about how it says many people will be left behind, okay, with this because they were supposed to be doing their work, right? They were supposed to be working on their vibration, but that was the detriment that I would talk about a lot, is there was a lot of star seeds and light workers that weren't telling everybody to do that. There's some out there, right? But there wasn't enough. Like we had a little bit of a detriment and an imbalance, and it was a battle. And so those that haven't been raising their vibration, we've gotten to such a structure with the quantum levels rising. And I want you to kind of think about like this gyrosphere with like geometric shapes being formed, new ones being created and formed all around it. Okay. It's true. It's like synapses of our brain. It's alive. It's very much so alive. Okay. And it's God. It's only available in the higher frequencies. Okay. but it's beautiful. And so there's like new geometric shapes being connected within the quantum level. Okay, and so that also represents a new understanding within the quantum field. So it's going to be really neat to see these knowings and this knowledge kind of rise within the collective soul, because we think we're smart now, but we weren't. Like, in truth, no offense, we didn't know nothing. Like, we knew nothing about the reality of the reality. Okay, we knew little bits, right? We knew what we were limited to, and some of us knew a little bit more, but now we're going to continue rising into more technologies, more abilities, almost alien-esque, you could call it that. And so these downloads are coming in, they're being available, and these are the higher quantum field downloads, okay? And it does mean that it's solidifying some relationships to be separated. Okay, it really does. And there's nothing we can do about that. There have been people saying, hey, raise your vibration, you've got to heal. I said starting almost 9 months ago now, it had to be, for those that know me and who followed my work. It's when I did the shadow work. I told you we've got to do more now. I took us further. We have to do more. Right. And so I wish there was enough out there creating a big enough shift. But unfortunately, we did have a little bit of a detriment in that. And so does that mean a bunch of people are going to die tomorrow? Not like unexpected, like more than was supposed to. Right. I feel like our time is limited no matter what, just because of the vibrational pull. Not everybody's right. Those that rise, rise. Those that can't will not. And so every day you're kind of seeing that play out a little bit. But it's not like it's gonna, I have a hard time seeing like everybody's gonna fall off in one day. I don't think it's going to be exactly like that. I think you'll get chunks and bits and pieces of people, just their time, it's their time. But that also means that not everybody gets to enjoy the new earth. So remember, like a year or two ago, I talked about what the ascension was, and they said it was Judgment Day. And then I'm like, what is Judgment Day? And they said, some will go. Well, they said, you reap what you sow. Then they said, some will go, some will stay, and some will never know life that way, right? And that's just what it is. But it's all created by your karma. And so I talked about that too. 3333. Looks like somebody unliked it. Well, if I'm speaking the truth and they don't like it, there's not much I can do about that. But that's what it talked about. It's karma based. And I kept saying, you got to clear your karma, you got to heal, you got to raise your vibration. Okay. And so I would work on that. I would just do the best to understand things at a different level. How do we raise our vibration? We just heal. We calm the mind. We go within. We let go of things that no longer serve us. Okay. And you clear your karma. We have to heal the shadow. I said that when I did the shadow workshop, right? Can y'all hear me? Because like it went from 4 likes to 3, and I keep getting people going in and out. So Sherry, Gigi, you're still here. Say hello. Spread some love right now, because people may not like what I'm saying, but I mean, go listen to De La Roca. Go listen to all those people. They're saying the same damn thing. It's not just me, okay? Am I the one who brought it about? Yeah. That's God, though, right? It's not like I 33333. So let me know if you guys can hear it, because I got a new setup. Gigi says, hello, hello. I can hear you. Sherry says, thank you guys. Thank you very much. 3333. So I'm seeing a lot of synchronicities on this too. So if somebody doesn't like what I say, then oh well, okay? Maybe you were meant to hear it. Maybe it's a wake-up call. But that's the reality. And many people see it. Many people say it, including the Bible. I am working through. Yeah, I figured you were, Sherry. You're always working. Working your little butt off all the time. So that's the quantum levels rising. That's what is happening. It's like solidifying the new grid. Okay. And so we are going to understand this on a deeper level within the quantum field. Okay. We absolutely are. So just keep that in mind. So I wonder if she thought I was going to be on. So there was some confusion on when my lives were going to be today. I don't know, today and yesterday between Facebook and here. Like it all got mixed up. Somebody donated, but they're not here yet. So they may be on Facebook waiting for me. I don't know why, though. I took off that live notification. Oh, well, we'll see. So let's see what else Spirit wants to talk about. So, yeah, quantum level. It's hard to kind of understand and fathom, right? The gyrosphere, the everything put together. But when you can actually surrender into it and not try to think too hard and allow the grid to rise in your mind's eye, that's kind of what happens to me. It's just like all this knowledge just pops up, right? It's the limited mind space that holds it back. Okay. So as you raise your vibration, you'll be able to understand these things further, right? So if somebody's freaking out, going, oh man, she doesn't know what she's talking about. She's crazy. She thinks she brought this about, talking about death. Life is death. Death is life. You can't have one without the other, right? We can't. And so nobody should be afraid of that. No matter what, we're all going to die at some point, but it's all our predetermined time space. You know what I'm saying? God is not darkness, right? So bringing about the ascension, does it solidify you having to make choices? Yes. I would 555. I can't make that up. I would say that's the biggest piece of it. I'm solidifying people saying, you know what? I choose light or dark. That's it. That's judgment day. You're karma based. I must cleanse this karma. Does that mean that if you let too much darkness in, yeah, it comes a point where there's not enough light and you're no longer the light. You see what I'm saying? But for the most part, even those who have made bad choices or we let darkness in, either through free will or lack thereof, you always have a chance to heal it and clear it. Always, always, always. God would never say you don't. That's where that unconditional love, unforgiving, you know? It's like this morning, I may have gotten a download of my DM and I'm like, why does this keep happening that way? And then I got a song where it was like sad and I'm like, no, just fix it. Like, just fix it, you know? Like it doesn't, that's the thing, is just fix it. Why not? Right? Why not? Say, oops, I done fucked up. I'm sorry. That's it. Boom. It clears your karma. It can be that easy. I mean, it depends on what you did. Like, you don't, you know what I'm saying, to clear the karma. But it is like that. It is and can be that easy. And the more we do that quickly, the more we raise our vibration, the more we heal the shadow, because we have to for 7D energies. And now where we're going, I took it that far. Okay. And so it's just simply setting the intention. Is it hard work? Yeah. But is it worth it? Hell yeah. Right? Like, I'm happy to do it. Right? I really am. I'm happy to say I came in and defeated all that and took it away. And we are rising into the most beautiful planet, you know, the most beautiful place that we've ever been. It's like supposed to be like this peaceful time frame, the golden era. Is it a rite of passage? That's exactly what it is, you know? You have to make the choices within you, and that's free will, and that's okay. 555. So the quantum levels are rising. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know, they talk about Atlantis and the time frame of the beginning of time, where we had way more technology and abilities and things than we've ever had. She's here. Yay. Okay, cool. I was like, I wonder if she thought it was Facebook. I'm gonna wait. Awesome. I'm glad you're here. And I want you to also consider is whatever we were in that time frame, I took us further. Okay, so we're going to rise and rise and rise and rise in that, and technologies and understanding the quantum field and how to make things work and utilize the earth and the power the earth houses for everything that we need. And I'm getting chills as I'm saying that. Let me repeat that. We're going to allow the earth to provide all of our needs once again. That's nothing toxic and nothing fake. She provides. We won't take from her and put in shit anymore. And you can see that starting to rise. How many of you all of a sudden your grocery store stop giving plastic bags? No warning, well, the kind of little warning, but then all of a sudden you go to the grocery store and it's like a cart full of groceries with no bags. And I was like, shit, and I'm behind. Right? Like, it's happening. And my kids are like that. Oh, this is what that means. I'm like, yeah, this is the ascension. These are obvious signs of that. We're rising in vibration. We're raising the need to nurture and nature, the understanding further, much like the Hopi prophecy talks about, right? When we got so disconnected from God and the earth, and so much light was being removed, that's when they said it's enough. 444. And here I am doing all this work now to cause the ascension for a reason. Okay. And now we are in this place of quantum rising. So it's going to be so neat and so different all at the same time. We've been obviously seeing UFOs and things pop up where we weren't before, right? And I've talked about that coming over the years. And just wait, right? Like it's so many things that our minds must match as we see them, right? And so as our frequencies rise, our understanding internally, like if I close my eyes and I get out of my head, I can absolutely see 222, the universe. I can see it. I can see these little impulses going everywhere. It's communication. She's very much alive. It's a beautiful thing, but we have to get out of that limited mind space. And remember when I talked about astrology shifting and all of that, like it's starting to be felt, it's starting to be recognized, it's starting to rise. Okay. Little by little by little by little, you know, and the first ones that receive it are the ones that are open. Crown chakra bowl, right? We're open. We're open. We let go of everything that keeps us not open. When you realize there are no coincidences, when you realize everybody we meet is for a reason, okay? When you realize everything that happens, there's a reason, you start to rise. Truly. It's 2122. The synchronicities in this video are insane. Insane. So, Miss Holly, was it ascension related that you wanted to know or just a general message? I'm curious. I will be doing that soon. I'll probably just see what else Spirit has to say. And if nothing else, we'll get going on that too. And also, I guess the new workshop that I'll be doing has to do with quantum levels. Quantum levels, light healing. And also, when I first had my awakening, they told me my name, and I didn't pick my name. I don't know if some people know that, some people don't. I didn't pick Juniper Bloom Mystique. I hated it at first. I'm like, why would you call me that? Like, like, couldn't you do something sexy, right? When we do 12. Like, that's a goddess name? Like, what the frick? Because when I first had my awakening, I had a very strange message come through. I had all these weird things happening, and that was a piece of the information I got. I got my symbol, which was a hands opening up with a flower in the middle and the light coming down. And then they said my name was Juniper Bloom Mystique, and it was Epic Light Healing Journey. And I leave out the epic light healing journey, but when you look at everything I did, it was an absolute epic light healing journey. And now I'm going into the lights rising. Okay, 444. So that's part of kind of what we're going forward with, especially since I'm creating the course now with the light healer to become a certified light healer in 7D quantum level. Okay. Is with this workshop, we're going to be bringing the lights into the quantum levels. Like, so it's hard to explain. We'll see what happens, but that's kind of what they're showing me. It's going to have something to do with that. So it's much upgrades. It's much shifting. It's much different things coming in, and I cannot wait. Oh, perfect. I love it when it's left open to spirit. Just the best. So just take a moment and allow things right now to come through, right? Give yourself space and time, especially over, I don't want to give it a time limit. Like, don't do it for just a week. Make it a part of your everyday existence to start understanding that our routines should change. We should create new routines. You can call them spiritual routines. You can call them connecting to the energy routines. I don't care what you call them. Call it a new way of life. Call it a true way of life, right? Life should not be fast, so fast that we can't sit down and absorb energy. Life should not be so fast to where it's so much anxiety and fear and all of this created. Okay, it should be much slower. It should be much more methodical and peaceful and in balance and a rhythm. I want you to think of everything like a rhythm, like kind of like how Hertz music is, right? This is why I also create that. Everything I've done, Spirit's like, you can do this, and I just put it together and it's there, right? Like, it's true. It's all purposeful and all meaningful. So when you put it all together in that field, in that quantum level, right? It's like, oh, we are a beat. We are a rhythm. Everything belongs in a rhythm. Rhythm is healing. Okay. And how do you 444? You can't have a beat without silence and movement. Silence and movement. Okay. So I kind of want you to look at it that way. The more I can take moments to be still and get out of my head and go into my body and allow what needs to release to release. That means if I need to feel some pain, I need to feel it. If I need to rectify some injustices that I've created, so be it. Is it so hard to say, damn, I fucked up? I'm sorry. We think it is, but it's not. It's as simple as this. Okay, it's as simple right now as taking those moments to do that. And as you do that, your frequency raises and gets higher and gets higher. And not only yours, but those that you affect. Okay, but it's imperative to take those moments and breathe, to connect with the earth. The earth is what is bringing those changes through for you, because that is what I changed. Okay. And some people, I would go around in the energy and pluck out souls and get rid of them off the planet and wake up people. Boom, boom, boom. I've done that several times. 5, 5, 5, 5. But in truth, for the most part, what I changed was the earth, where I took Christ's light, except for those who participated in the workshops, right? I took it into the earth. And the earth is where everybody's going to receive it from. Okay? So the more you can calm your mind, the more you can breathe in the earth, the more you ascend. And the quicker. 2, 2, 2, 2. That's what people do. That's what meditating is. We look at meditating like a chore. Super simple when you think of it that way. Just feel the vibrations. What vibrations are you tuning into? Is it the very loud hustle and bustle of the nasty, polluted world? Or is it the vibration of your heartbeat, or the flowers growing next to you, or the beautiful smells and the breeze that you can get, not the yucky ones, right? Look for the good ones. Look for the good things. Look for those vibrational pulls within the earth. The more you do that, this is a key. Trust me, the more you will heal and ascend. Because everything's in the earth. Okay? It really, truly is. When I saw who was really connected, Spirit showed me that in one of my workshops, because my twin flame died and I got the new one. And I think it was in that one where they sent out a signal to a few people who were connected. And there was maybe like 5. I mean, it wasn't a lot. 2, 2, 2, 2 that went out. And I told you, De La Roca's one of them. Soulful Revolution's one of them, right? And what's funny is she put something out about the twin flame yesterday, which threw me for a loop. She was like, surprise. And Spirit said that a week ago to me. It may be a surprise. And then this morning I got a download. And I'm not sure if it's from my DM or the universe. I don't know. But I think I know who he is. I would like to get that solidified, because like I'm tired of wondering. And why didn't I get it from him? I don't know. That's all, right? It's all rising. Okay. So grab it. Grab it. Do your work. Help out, because we need more. We really do. Because the way I think about things is maybe we have gotten into a new level where some of us don't get to go. But then again, maybe I can shove them back in, right? Like I can do it. Why not? We can do it. So the more we set that intention, the more we raise our vibration, you are affecting people. And I'm all keen for forcing them through with the vibration if they choose to. Like, come on, get back on board. It's like when the train's about to pass and you reach out a lifeline and we're like, get the fuck up there, right? Why not? I'm all for it. Miracles happen. I believe in God, okay? So that's why I'm putting out another push. I'm putting out another call. Let's raise that vibration. Let's tune into that earth. Let's really grab these frequencies. Your crown chakra is very important for receiving downloads. Okay, so that's kind of like the chakra focus right now. They want me to talk about it a little bit. All right. Your crown chakra, since I upgraded the universal chakra system, is affecting your causal chakra. It's all been awakened, okay, for everybody, which it was dormant. And so the more you even focus just on your crown, 2, 2, 2, 2, you're affecting other chakras as well. Okay. So it's not like we have to know everything about every chakra right now. But if you take your focus on your main ones, the ones you feel into, the ones you need to, you're going to affect the entire chakra system as they relate to each other. Okay. And so just open up that possibility. All right. Because it's important. And that's how we're going to really receive these information. So your soul chakras on your feet, you have some there too. That's a good thing to constantly try to clear with the earth. Feel it clearing and feel it cleansing. Okay. And open up your chakra, crown chakra too, and your heart. I would say those are the most important ones to really focus on, and which will affect everything else. Okay. And if you can't listen to your solar plexus, it's hard to get those nudges. And that's strange, right? People are going to think, well, I thought it's just your third eye a lot of times, right? Like you realize your third eye is for visuals, right? That's so you can see, hi, Amy, what up? Okay. So crown chakra, soles on your feet, good idea to clear. Heart. Okay, and any of them that associate with those will automatically start to be affected. Okay. All right. Do you guys have any like weird things going on? I mean, I've talked about symptoms a lot. The symptoms are definitely heightened. A lot of ringing in the ears, of course, that's a common one. But also like light frequencies you might start seeing in a different way. Okay, especially those that did upgrades with their visuals. You're going to start to see things a little bit differently as we go forward more and more. And so they also want you to know about that as symptoms. Night sweats can also be a symptom. 3111. Weird dreams, very weird dreams, very vivid dreams, also of like past lives and different things. But these dreams are processing. So they're what I would call processing dreams could be occurring, where you're processing things of your past, things that are happening that you need to recognize and clear or heal, or just that is already doing it. All of the above, Amy says, yep. See. So that could be what's going on right now. Now, Holly, I'm getting ready to do yours. Get another sip of water. So Holly donated. She wants to know whatever spirit wants her to know. I love the open ones. That's where I function the best. I mean, I can do them all, but I really like it when we just give freedom because so much things can come through in truth. Okay, so I need to do another animal healing. You guys remember when I did that when my DM took off with the fallen angel at that time? I was like, my dog went nuts on him, and I was like, I'm doing an animal healing. Oh, see, Sherry says I had past lives come up this morning as I was trying to ground. Yes, that's that quantum level rising. So, like I said, as that rises, things must fall. And it's funny because my son was having dreams too, and I kept hearing past life. So we're definitely processing past lives. We're processing karma. We're processing things that must go. So I think that's kind of awesome. In truth, actually, I hear people talking about all these really weird things. I'm like, oh, past life, or oh, it's this. I'm like, whoa, 5. It's because we've solidified another quantum level, and as that happens, we let go of old quantum fields that don't exist anymore. Yeah. The like lower levels, the lower thirds, right? The lower thirds. Okay, Holly. You are so not grounded, sunshine. I can ground you if you'd like to. Have me do that, but your left side is blocked. As I'm tuning into your energy, I am seeing your left side is blocked and you are not grounded. Okay. So I will ground you. But I see like this thorn in your side. It's like this almost like this long stick. And I feel like even maybe your hip was hurting. Like I see myself like limping. Like what's going on here? So I'm just kind of removing that. It's like this dark thread. It's literally like this dark thread. And I'm taking it out of your left leg, your left hip. And it went all the way down and through your foot. It was like anchoring you into something I don't want. Sorry. That was nasty. And then you're out of balance. So as I draw the light down to ground you, well, now that I'm removing this, you're going to balance through your chakras. Your chakras are really out of balance because of this. I don't know what happened. You'll know, but I like, it's something that definitely had to go. Like, it would make me feel ill. Like, eventually I'm going to start to feel ill. Like, my immune system's going down. I feel wonky. I feel like I'm in pain. I'm limping, and that I have to do this. Okay. I mean, don't have to, but for you, it's a necessity right now to have this done. Okay, so they are putting light in through where that was open through your left hip. Like, it went down through your left hip, your left leg, your thigh, all the way down through your foot and into the ground. And it was almost like not a good anchor. That's the best thing I can say. It's very real. Like, it would really affect you. And so they're putting light down through and healing that. But now you're open there. So now we're going to draw down the light from the heavens above all the way down through your upper chakras. Whew, and there's some that are going poop, poop, poop. They're popping open and down into your crown chakra, your causal. There's a little bit of an activation going on there because of the light. Not that I'm doing, it's just occurring. Going down into your third eye, down into your throat. This is just grounding you down into your heart. But everything was a little off kilter, so it's like knocking it back into place. So you could feel a little today. I don't know how else to describe that. I would throw up. I just feel a little nauseous. You can feel off a little equilibrium shift. Going down into your solar plexus from your heart, down through your navel, your sacral, your root, and then really down through that leg, both legs, both arms, and going down through your back side. So you're getting 5 cord connections that are going to be coming out. So through your hands, your feet, and your backside, all the way down into the ground. Not taking you to the core. You can't be grounded to the core. So I kind of cut everybody off a while ago. And if your vibration isn't quite high enough, they will cut you off because the core is explosive. That's the best. She's heated up. And so they take if you're feeling off grounded, like I can't ground myself, connect to the earth layers, connect to the crystalline grid, connect to the tree roots around you, connect to the dirt, right? The water, those kinds of things. And you should ground like that. Okay, now. But that's a key for anybody feeling off grounded. So it's taking you down through those layers, but I'm taking you down into a deeper layer. So there's a deeper layer right before the core that I'm taking you to. And this is like an energy pocket. And it's one I've never really paid attention to. I'm sure I've seen it before, but it's not one I tune into often. But it's almost like where I would want to take you to for like back in the days where crystals, there were like crystal pockets going into the pyramids and their energy centers. And so it's like almost like the heartbeat of the earth, right? And not exactly the core, but it's like this power grid. That's the best way I can describe it. So that's where they're taking some of your energetic cord connections, but it's all going around the earth. So it's really anchoring you in. And then I can see your chakras go in a line. Okay. That was a lot. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, that hurts, I'm sure. Yeah. So that wasn't meant to be a healing, but I had to get you grounded for sure. Because it was for a message. So there you go. But be very careful. So I would probably also say that it could be why you broke or injured yourself, right? It's a way to get us to pay attention to our body. Okay. Sometimes we have, very painful, I'm sure, and you don't want to cough or move or anything. Should have got a healing. So now let's see what Spirit has to say. Okay. Again, that was just something I had to quickly do for you because you were definitely off kilter. And I don't know what was in your hip or what was going on there. So does it speak volumes? There are no coincidences. Okay. So definitely keep a mind's eye on your internal vessel. Find out what's going on. What they want you to tune into your vessel. Okay. Start listening to your vessel deeply. So it's like going into that little flame in your heart space. Okay. It can take some time to get there. Sometimes our minds do not allow us to get there very easily. And so just practice going into the center of your heart space where that little flame flickers, right? Like the essence of your soul, the essence of who you are. All right, that's very important for you to tune into that. Tune into it and continually ask your body what it needs right now. And she will tell you, but you have to listen. Okay, like act upon it. She will tell you what you need to do, and it may be something you wouldn't expect, right? So not necessarily like food related or anything like that. It might be something you wouldn't expect. Okay, our body is affected by our actions, our words, our thoughts, or lack thereof at many, many times, not just foods and things like that. It's everything. Okay, so they will talk to you when they want you to do something. Okay, so definitely tune into your body, tune into your heart space. This is your message, part of your message. And keep doing it, tune into your solar plexus and ask questions. What do I need to know? What are you trying to tell me? What can I do to best serve you at this time? That's a really good question right there. To your vessel, to your physical vessel, to your internal self, your internal knowing. What can I do to best serve you at this time? Okay. And then there's something about making up time. Like it's we got to make up the time missed or time lost. Okay. This goes with the message I said, seek hidden treasures. Okay. Seek those hidden treasures. There's something inside that wants you to seek it out, right? Like go into that space, go into your heart, that little tiny heart space, and ask, what is it I can do to best serve you at this time? What are you trying to tell me? What do I need to know? Then go into your solar plexus. What do I need to know? And then again, making up for lost time. Like I can't make these messages up. Grieve your losses. Okay. Seek the hidden treasures, and it's time to grieve those losses. Okay. Maybe that thorn in your side was the inability, like it didn't happen in time. So we need to make up for this time. So you're going to have to purge something. And then it's time to strengthen your gifts. I do believe this is calling you to do so. Okay. There's something there. All right. And so if you go within and you get something you ain't never heard before, act on it. Okay. I promise it would have reward. Okay. Because you're meant to be of service. I can't make these up. I shuffled the crap out of these and I pulled these as I was giving you the message. So you're meant to be of service, because sunshine is time for you to reach for the stars. You're living way smaller than you were meant to. Way. And I get chills when I say that. You're living very small and you're not meant to. Okay. And I do believe that what is happening physically is a sign. It's like you've got to pay attention. Tune in to me. Okay. So take that time and tune into yourself. And if you do that, you'll help that space heal too, because there's no anxiety in that moment, right? You're giving your body time to move and vibrate higher and heal what wound was created. Especially as we listen to our vessel. If we have ailments and we choose to listen to our vessel in that time frame, we can instantly heal. It's true. Wayne Dyer actually did something like this. I remember hearing I didn't hear the whole thing. There is something out there where he talks about this particular thing. Like there was one of his clients or somebody he would talk to that would say that they were like very ill. Like it was something like that. And he kind of showed them that we can heal instantly. And they tuned in and something happened and they did heal. So it's very real. Okay. So go into that heart space, look for that little flame and ask those questions. Go into your solar plexus, into the center, and ask those questions and ask until you get something, right? Like ask in that moment and then just sit and let it be. The thing about spiritual communication that I do teach in my academy, but I'll fill you in on, is because when people ask, they may expect an immediate answer. We don't always get an immediate answer with spirit. So I can ask something, I put it out there, and it may take a day, it may take a two, it may take a little bit of time. It comes through when you're open and aligned to that message and when it's needed. Okay. So maybe we don't get anything in that moment, and that's okay. Just keep being there, keep being still, keep tuning in, and be an open vessel. Because that's today's message, is like you have to be an open vessel. But I truly believe, Holly, is that They do want you to reach for the stars. Your higher self does, okay? Because you're supposed to be of service in some way. And so until you do, I kind of feel like you're going to have these things occurring like a repeated cycle. Okay? So it was kind of, I mean, what spirit had to say, but it's definitely ascension based. I think no matter what it would be, you know. Um and then hang on, because I'm going to do a crow card as well that they're calling for, okay? So this is my Crow Oracle deck, which I love very much. It's a very good deck. It's one of the decks that can like be very harsh truths, which I like a lot. I don't like cutting around the bush. I like reality. I like truth. I like honesty. I'm very open and like give it to me real. You know what I mean? And that's this deck. I like this deck a lot because of that. This one and the Crow Tarot deck are both like that. Like it will give it to you real. It does not sugarcoat anything. And sometimes that's best. DM. Give it to me real. Okay. One more card out of here, Holly, is what they're saying. So let's see. Waterproof. Sometimes we're meant to allow things to just roll off. Like when you allow things to soak in and absorb into you, they become part of you, where sometimes they're not even meant to. It's a jab. It's meant to keep you small. It's meant to take you away. It's like ego stuff, right? And other people can spew out ego stuff, trust me. And so it's very important at times to, I don't like a thick skin because I'm very sensitive, but I guess I can seem cold at the same time. People will compare it to that because I can let things roll off when I need to, right? Like I can develop that thick skin, kind of what they say. Like you realize that people are just, it's an empty attack. Working in behavioral, right? Like I remember one time I got called any name under the book. You know what I mean? And you get to a point where they don't know you. Okay. This comes from an empty space, not from the heart of hearts, right? And then you learn to just let things roll off your shoulders. It's like, fine, I'm a fat orangutan. If that makes you feel better, because I know I'm not, you know. Just an example. Whenever we try to rise, whenever we try to let go of our ego, our shadow, or things are happening because we're being forced to rise, because some of us are meant to, like your higher self will create these things too. Things will try to stop you. This can be your internal mind, it's ego, shadow pieces, people that are like patterning in your area, like your surroundings, these patterns, these karmic lessons, these karmic ties. And your job in this lifetime was to grow out of that, to step outside of that. And it helps them and it helps you, right? And just fill it with love and let it just roll off your shoulders. Okay. So this is kind of what's going on. It's like everything's speaking to you very loudly because it's time to do these things. It's your higher self, right? But in that moment, let those things roll off your shoulders that are not necessary, that are not real, and they're not of you. And it's very much so related to your shadow. And this also goes to the number 8, which is about self-development and full circles. That was a good message. I liked that a lot. I liked it a lot. That was a good message. I was going to make sure nothing else came through. Okay. And so my VIPs, I'm thinking next weekend is going to be our monthly healing. You're so welcome, Holly. That was a beautiful message. You're one badass. I just got to tell you that. You are, and you need to hear you are badass. So next weekend, we are going to be doing the VIP monthly. This is an important one. Okay, so if you want to join, absolutely you can. Whenever you do join my monthly is when it charges you from. It's not like the first of every month. So join at any time. But I would encourage you have to join before the workshop, right? To receive this month's workshop. But next weekend, we need to go to Fiji. Okay, we need to go to Fiji for quantum level rising. So this is going to take our physical vessel into higher quantum levels. Our eyesight, so way more higher vibrational, okay? And another grid being activated within our genetic makeup and more. That's what they're saying, okay? So that should be next weekend. And I'll also be doing it for the Earth. So the Earth grid, she'll be developing a whole nother grid, is what they're telling me. It's like a quantum layer. Okay, kind of like when I grounded Holly today, right? We went into that weird layer I've never really been into. And I feel like that's what's going to be occurring. Like I'm going to be creating a whole nother layer of the quantum field within her genome. Yeah, it sounds a little complicated, but it's not. It is, but it's not. So that's next weekend. And I want to kind of tune into maybe what happened to Aaron Carter because there's something going on there where they say he may have been murdered. So I'm just kind of curious. That's one of the things I've been thinking about. So if you guys have any ideas of who you want me to tune into as far as missing people and stuff, go ahead and shoot me a message because I do kind of want to get back into that. That is something that is in my heart space. And I want to do one of those videos. And beyond that, oh, did you see the Dylan rounds? So I said that guy did it. Now they've actually finally pressed charges and he had a recording. And so there's more coming out about that. So I'm like, finally, yes. If you notice as I do these, they do tend to rise more. It's very true. That's my purpose of doing it. Okay. We may not get the final truth in one moment, but we will. All right. And so I like that. What else? DM, I may have gotten the download of who he is. Not sad about who he is. I just want him to be the one to tell me. That's weird. So I hope all is good there because why I got a download, I don't know. I'm hoping maybe it was him letting me know in a subtle way. I have no idea. I really don't know. So hoping for good things there. I would have much rather had like a message or a phone call in a physical form rather than a download. So we'll see what that means. But I think I may finally know who he is. That's a big deal. 5151. I'll look that one up too. 5155. Let's see what 5151 means because it came right when I said that. Time to focus on your love life. That's funny. That's what it said. Major life changes are coming ahead for you. And optimism attracts positive outcomes. And so, manifesting love, angel number 5151. So it's definitely love related. So there are no coincidences, just like I said. So maybe it was him trying to let me know who he is. And I guess the only thing that bothered me is I could have known before, It is what it is. So this was a very important video. I hope you guys listened and can tune in and receive these downloads because there's major energies coming in the quantum field, okay? And like Sherry said and I talked about, we may be processing our past lives and different things we may not quite understand, and they can be heavy. Lots of symptoms we may not understand, flashing lights, different kinds of things, muscle aches, spasms, injuries. All of these are meant to help you tune in further, help you to pay attention a little bit deeper, right? What's going on, what's coming down. And sometimes if we don't get answers, it's just meant to let it go, feel it, receive it, release it. Okay. 333. It's imperative. I'm in the mind space of, even though in the quantum field, we've gotten to a place where we're solidifying others. Like if you haven't risen enough, like you're getting to the point where you can't rise anymore. I'm all for pulling them right on through. The more we raise that vibration, anybody that can hear me, 555, you're powerful. You've got a purpose. You're supposed to be putting yourself out there more. Okay. Because not only does it help you, it helps those around you. Okay. You're a light seer, you're a star seed, you're a worker, you're a healer. We all are. But I'm telling you, you've got a purpose. Okay. And the more you do you, the more you help those around you. It's very, very, very true. And let me tell you, oh, I got chills. It does not go unrecognized by spirit. Miracles have been occurring in my life. It's true. Okay. And I got so many more chills. It's very true. I had so much money come at me all of a sudden. I was able to move in this beautiful place, quit the crisis line, fully go like independent. I'm working another little thing on the side, but I'm my own boss. I make my own hours. I choose who I work for, what I do. It's not crisis. It's not stressful. It's very peaceful. 5555. Okay. And I can focus on heart centered actions. 555 again, 5555. Absolutely, the universe will line that up for you. Okay, that is where the joy is. That is where the abundance lies right now. Our struggles lie 5555 in the other things. Okay, so as you rise, as you choose to take your power back and come from a heart centered place, even if it seems like it's totally impossible, I promise you it's not. That's our challenge. That's that rite of passage. Okay, so I'm all for it. Let's help anybody we can get through. That's how I feel about it. Okay? It's awesome. This was a good video today. Lots came out, lots came out. Okay? Yesterday I talked a little bit about freedom. 5555 again, 55555. There's like so many synchronicities in this video. It's insane. Yesterday I did a video about freedom, and so I just want to mention that a little bit for those who didn't see that. It was on Facebook. It's all about freedom right now. Are you open to freedom? What kind of freedom are you ready for? Because that's what's coming. Okay, these are freedoms on a different level. It is your responsibility to heal you. It's your responsibility to listen to those nudges and to act upon them when they're given. Nobody else will be our heroes. And I think that needs to be said, because when I was wounded, it's almost like we sit and we wait for somebody to help us, like, help me, right? But in truth, you're the only one who can help you. It is within you to save you. It is within you to find that place, to find that thing, to find this, to do that, to listen, to act, to move. Only you. Nobody's going to come out of the blue. And if they do, it's a miracle, right? It's because there's no other option, but you also opened up to it. Okay. Nothing can come through without you. 5656. Anything miracle happens is because it happens through you. Okay. So you are that powerful. That's the freedom I'm talking about. Is true freedom. There's nobody there to control you anymore. And if you're trying to anchor into those things and you're not meant to, and your higher self is really nudging you, your shit can fall apart in a big way, because it's meant to make us look. Okay? Quantum levels rising. It's ascension time. It's go time. It's happening in a very big way. It's felt before it's seen. Keep that in mind too. Everything is felt within the earth before it's seen. And everything is within the earth that you need. Okay? I feel like getting creative. Creativities is in the air too. So find a creative area today. It's a really good day for that. If you can get into a creative space today and get out of your head and into your heart and a little bit of joy, miracles can come through. So that's when you should be manifesting. It's a heightened day. I feel like I need to say that too. So for those that watch to the end of this video, there's a little tidbit and a little gift for you. Okay. Get in the creative zone. Do you ever hear about, like, they're in the zone? Like, it's like there's somebody else. They're absolutely channeling. That's true. Okay. Get in that creative zone where your heart's open and just flowing through. Find it. I guarantee you there's one there. Okay. So much love to all of you. I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. I hope you all are safe. I thank you for being here. I thank you, Holly, for allowing me into your energy to give the message. It was so beautiful, and you are badass. All of you are. You're welcome, Sherry. Stay safe today. Okay. And my VIPs, I will see you next Saturday. That's what it's looking like. I don't know what date that is. 11th, the 11th. That makes sense. So I'll see you on the 11th. Okay. I will post the time and space. I will email it out tomorrow. It'll all be there. All right. Talk to you guys later. And if you want to join my VIPs, it's Patreon. There's many levels and you can absolutely join. And also, by the way, if you're in my Patreon, somebody's merch got sent out. So keep your eyes peeled. That's exciting. I don't know whose merch it was, but one of you got merch on the way. I love it. I can't wait to see it. I want some. I got to buy me some too. I can't wait either. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.